What up? What up? What up? You already know who it is. It's your boy. Yup. We back with another video. We out here doing our thing. We clean. We're home safe in some fresh clothes. You know what I mean? We smell good. We feel good. And we look good, And so today, we're going to drop some more game for y'all. If y'all haven't checked out the new videos or other videos that I got going on, check them out because you definitely are going to love the other ones if you love this one for sure. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Michael Murray Jr. I am the CEO and executive consultant of B. Jackson Co. We are an investment, networking, and training legacy company organization. All right. So with that all being said, let's get to it. Today is Monday, and I don't know if you know, but Monday means Moon Day. Okay. In Spanish, Monday is lunes. Luna is moon. Okay. Monday, Moon Day. Okay. Sunday is the sun day. So you got Sunday, and then you got Monday, Moon Day. Just a little game for y'all real quick, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so today's topic and what we're talking about is how to maintain your career in the IT industry. Now, before I even start, I want to make this small announcement. We do have IT consulting, but besides that, I want you to understand that you could actually do this in a universal form. You don't need to be in the IT industry to apply these to your life. These are all different things that I have discovered, and that therefore I'm sharing it to you guys so you can put yourself in a better position to win. Another small disclaimer. If you hear a little bit windy noise in the background, that is my air fryer. Your boy is over here, cooking it up. All right. So bear with me and we're going to drop some good game here. Yup. All right. So to maintain your career in the IT industry, the first things first is the mindset. Okay. You need to be open. What's the key word? Open. Because when you get into a new field or industry or anything like that, you are going to learn a lot. It's going to seem like it's like back to back, boom, like back to back. And if you have that key word in your head to be open to what is coming your way, then you will prosper. Okay. You definitely want to stick with it. It doesn't matter what you do, it's how you do it. And it doesn't matter what you do on top of that. Okay. I've said two different things there. It doesn't matter what you do. So you can get into IT. You can become a plumber. IT is low voltage. You can move up to high voltage if you want to, right? There's a lot of different things that you have going on. So you need to clarify in yourself what are the things that you want to achieve in your life. We want you, right? That finger point. That when I did that, that's what reminded me of that. But by the end of it, you need to clarify and define your path, because by the end of it, you're the only one in your own shoes. And so maybe let's say you do start in the IT industry. Well, how do you start? There's no perfect time. There's no, all right, here's the golden key for you to get into IT. There's none of that. It's just you have to get in. You just get in, okay? There's a lot of companies out there that are waiting for you. They want to meet you. They want to know who you are. You can go into it green as a jelly bean or green as a green bean. It does not matter, because either way you will learn on the job. Okay. You can read as many books as you want. You can watch as many YouTube videos as you want. You can even go to school for as long as you want. But until you hit that field, being out there around the people, around the structure, being exposed to what it is day to day, that is what you want. And then go back to the books, and then go back to school, and then find yourself a mentor. Because by the end of it, you're going to meet people who are either going to drag you down or they're going to pull you up. But you need to know how to analyze that by the key word being open with that. You need to be open to understanding and knowing how people operate. When you get into the field of construction, you have multiple different trades. You're going to be dancing around a lot of people, especially in IT. You're considered last. It is what it is, because we come in, and I say we because I actually do IT myself and my company does. We go ahead and come in not like super last, but last of the bargain. Okay. Because we need to make sure everything is up to par and up to speed. If a cable gets broken, it needs to get done. Especially when you do that final punch walk, it needs to get done. Okay. Doesn't matter what you do to get it done as long as it works. Big facts. Okay. So, once again, there's no perfect time to get into the IT industry. You just got to jump in. Jump in. That's it. You know how when you go into a pool with some friends and you over there, step by step into the water, and you put one foot in and you're like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. And then you go down the second step, you're like, whew, all right, we're getting there. You go down the third step and you're like, all right, the water's getting pretty tall now, And then you go down those last few steps and you're all like like a stick in the water. I'm only saying all this because this is from experience. Your boy was doing that. I was getting into that water one step at a time. Nah, man, you gotta jump in that hole. Just jump into the water, man. It's not an abyss and it ain't gonna kill you. Okay, especially if you're jumping in to a smaller footage that that you're taller than that, you will be all right. Okay, it's just water. It's the same thing. Once you get inside, the water is just fine. Come over here on this side. I'm telling you, it's cool on this side. It's cool. All right. I wouldn't put you in harm's way, or I wouldn't want you to get into something that I know would not help you or flourish you in your life. Okay. One day at a time is all that we can do. But as people in the mindset, we have the power to do anything that we want to do. Unleash your imagination. Personal development is a real thing. Do not take anything personal, because when you get out there to the field, you're going to meet a lot of people. You'll most likely see them once again at another site, or that may be the first and last time you see them. But a lot of people are out there for a reason. So talk to them, okay? A lot of people have a lot of different skills for different trades. Talk to those people, because you will learn a lot more in life in itself and in the industry. So you're getting the best of both worlds so you can flourish and do 10 times better. That's how you want to do it, okay? Now, when it gets to things on paper, all right, we're switching topics here now. Once again, first things first is the mindset. Open up that mind, okay? And then another thing, just to add it on, challenges should be fun, okay? You need to work on that personal development so you can understand different challenges that are going to be ahead of you are there so you can problem solve it, okay? But once again, we're moving on. When it gets to the papers, all right, Now, excuse me for a second. I'm gonna drink some water. When it gets to the papers, okay, there's a lot of things that you need and that you don't need. Okay. Well, what do I need? What you need is really nothing. When you first start, you can literally have nothing. Okay. Let me tell you this. When I first started, I was working with Costco, doing some fiber optic. Okay. We pretty much had to go to the manager side, install a cabinet, and then in their server room, and then go to shipping and receiving and put a cabinet back there as well. And then we ran a fiber from the back of the warehouse all the way to the front of the warehouse. Okay. And then there's more. Yes, there's more. We had to go up to the roof and identify where this cabinet in the front of the warehouse is located at, because we're going to drop a LMR cable. What an LMR cable is, it's just a coax. Coax is just one little copper stick, right? After you peel back the layers. But we had to install an antenna on the roof. Install that antenna, get the degrees closest to the best cell tower, drop that LMR cable, terminate both ends, and call it good. Now, just talking about it, it seems simple, but when you out there, it's probably, I would say, a good 6 to 8 hour job, depending on who you're working with. If you know what you're doing, you can be in and out of there 6 hours. If you don't know what you're doing, it's probably going to take you 8 hours plus. Okay. But with all that being said, all right, when I was there to do that job that first day, and I'm grateful because I did the one local to me in my town. So anytime I go to that Costco, I'm over here like, you know, because I did work there. So I feel so comfortable there. And, you know, and and when I talk to people, I let them know, I'll be like, hey, you see that up there? They're like, what is that? No, look, you see that? It's like a turquoise blue, like a light blue. They're like, oh yeah, I can see that. I'd be like, that was your boy. They're like, for real? I'm like, yeah, and that's fiber optic right there. They're like, okay, and then just whatever. But when I showed up to that site, because of course we have to do it after hours, I called the guy I'm working with. Hey, I made it here. I'm outside. I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm inside. I'll come and get you right now. All right, bet. Click. He walks outside. I see him. His name was Marco. I'm like, hey, what's up? My name is Mike. Nice to meet you. You know what he said? He said, where's your tools? I said, I looked to my left. I looked to my right. Your boy had no tools. I had no tools. I mean, I didn't even have a pocket knife in my pocket. I didn't. This is a true story, man. This is the true story. Okay. Homie walked me inside because he needed help either way. He couldn't, and bro, that box, let me tell you, that box was huge. Like the boxes, they innovated it now, so it's a lot better. But those boxes before, I mean, you needed two guys to hang that up. You did. There is no way you could do that by yourself. You need one to hold it up, make sure it's level, and you need the other guy right behind him, just getting it done. And we had to do that twice. So your boy is over here like shaking, holding it. And so what I'm really getting at here was that by the end of the day, you can go in green not knowing anything, not knowing what is what, that is this, and you will learn everything on the job. You'll be trained on the job. Okay. Another thing, you want to make sure you get yourself a little pouch. Okay. I was working up in San Francisco because we are out here in this Cali, represent Cali, California. Yup. But I was up in San Francisco working on the parking structures. So you know how the motherboard that has the numbers and those say the count of how many parking spaces are available. We were installing that. So therefore, I was running around, everywhere. And he's like one of the journeyman electricians that's actually my mentor till to this day. He's like, hey man, you need a pouch. I was like, a pouch? That means my food is done. I'm like, a pouch? He's like, yeah, you need a pouch. And I was like, okay, for sure. And so I had like a bag for my I had a bag for my tools, but it wasn't a pouch. Two different things. It was like just a side bag, just carrying on my shoulder. Boom. Or now I have a little backpack that I use. You'll come up with different little things that are beneficial for the job or project that you're working on. But he was like, you need yourself a pouch. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get one. And so what a lot of people do is they will go to Home Depot, right? Nah, no dice. Okay. Me personally, I did not get my pouch from Home Depot. And I should have brought it, but the next video that I do, then because I'm gonna do a part two to this video, So this is just part one. And so, I didn't go to Lowe's and I didn't go to Home Depot. Well, where did you go? Right? I went to the Army Navy store. Okay. I went to the Army Navy store and I found myself a small little pouch. Okay. What it is that the pouches at Home Depot and Lowe's, they're not really that applicable for the IT guys in itself. Because when you start doing IT, you already know what you need. Okay, you need a Sharpie, you need a flashlight, you need your snips, right? You're gonna need yourself a little tool that helps you pry things, right? There's a lot of things that you should keep on you. Okay, and those are just the basics. And if you missed it, go ahead and rewind it so you can catch it. Okay, those are really the main things that you're going to need. So let's say you're green and you don't know anything about IT. You just landed an IT job and it's about to be your first day. If you literally have that pouch on you and with those tools, oh, you're set. You're set. They're going to look at you and be like, you're new? Of course, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm the new guy. They're going, oh, you're the new guy. Yeah, I'm the new guy. Right. But then they're going to be like, how long have you been doing IT? Be like, this is my first day. They'll be like, they're gonna look at you like, this is your first day? And you already got a pouch on you? Okay, somebody put you up on game, but you already know who it is. It was your boy right here. Yeah. But besides that, okay, so that was the second thing. All right. Adding on to that, okay, because technically that was the third thing, but I kind of integrated it to the second thing. And so let's go back to the whole, because the third thing was about the tools and what you should have and bring with you. But I already gave that to you. Okay. So first thing we talked about was mindset. Second thing we talked about was the tools that you should have. And the third thing was, I mixed it up, the second and third, but long story short, the paperwork. Okay. So what you should need for paperwork is, like I said, you don't need anything, but it would be beneficial for you to have this paperwork. Well, once again, what is that paperwork, right? You getting yourself a degree isn't going to help. I'm just going to be straight up, okay? When it comes to the side of construction, unless you're doing, okay, once again, a small disclaimer. We're talking about the hardware side, not the software side. Okay. If you're doing the software side, having that degree, that's what you want. That's money. Okay. That's money. You have that degree on the software side, boom, you're good. Okay. On the hardware side, meaning you're in the field, right, working with your hands, you are going to need at least certifications. Yes, you heard me. Certifications. Software side, degrees. Hardware side, certifications. Now, if you're doing the software side, you want to have certifications as well, okay? But on the hardware side, degrees aren't applicable to the field. You see what I'm saying? You can have it and it's great, but it's not going to help you in the long run. It's just not, okay? So, adding on to that, I would recommend that you definitely get your OSHA 10. OSHA 10, okay? OSHA is the number one, okay? I don't know if you know sign language. This is number and this is one, okay? So number one, OSHA is the number one for safety when it comes to the construction side. So get this. Let's say you go ahead and get your OSHA 10. OSHA 10 is 10 hours. Okay. Now I'm grateful. I'm blessed because I got my OSHA 10 through another company and it stays with me. They paid for it though. Okay. So I would recommend first that you go work with a huge company that is nationwide, or at least, if they're on the West region, great. If they're on the East Coast, great. Stay in the South or the Midwest or up north, even better, wherever your location is. But if they are nationwide, that's the company you want to join, okay? Because they have a lot of things within that company that you could benefit from. And as long as you maintain yourself through your mindset, adding on tools little by little. Like I said, I had no tools, but all the tools I have now, man, I mean, like when it got down to it, the last tool I literally got was a table. Yes, a foldable table is a tool in the industry. I'm telling you, like, and I got me a chair. Like when you start to see it, like, and those things are last. Those are the last things you want to get. You want to get you a drill. You want to get your impact, and you want to get your drill. I recommend you get if you do Milwaukee. I don't do DeWalt, but no hate on DeWalt tools, okay? But Milwaukee, I like Milwaukee personally, okay? But I would recommend you get Milwaukee M18, not M12, because M18 is just a little bit more heavy duty and it's universal. So you can use it for a lot more things. But once again, that's just personal opinion. Don't try to come out here and try to get me. Hey, man, I'm all DeWalt, man. I'm Yellow Gang. Hey, bro, if you're DeWalt, you're DeWalt. But when you in the field, people they go talk that ish, because one person got the DeWalt, the other person got the Milwaukee. But they're both great tools, okay? They're both great tool companies, all right? So OSHA 10 is definitely your go-to if you're just first starting out. If you're already in the industry and you've been in it for some time, get that OSHA 30, okay? OSHA 10, 10 hours. OSHA 30, 30 hours, okay? Get that OSHA 30. Right now, I'm currently working to get my OSHA 30. And so because the OSHA 30 is something that will project you in that it doesn't matter what field that you get into, but it would project you a lot further because not everybody has their OSHA 30, but a lot of people have their OSHA 10. Okay. Now here's a little bit more game. I just heard about this one and I didn't even know about it. OSHA 500. Okay. OSHA 500 is 500 hours, but move up the tier. Get your OSHA 10, OSHA 30, OSHA 500. Okay. Right now, I already have my OSHA 10 And get this, your OSHA 10 never expires. It does not expire. Okay. And then get your OSHA 30. I'm currently working to get my OSHA 30 right now. And then get your OSHA 500. After I get my OSHA 30, I'm going to get that OSHA 5 and I'll be straight up. Okay. Another thing for certifications you want to get. OSHA also has the other side where they have a certification that's like for crawling in small spaces. So that's a good one to get, especially if you know that you're gonna have to crawl into some spaces and stuff. It's just good to have that awareness. That's really what it's for. Okay. I don't want you to think of it as like, well, that's not going to be applicable for me. Will you be surprised? There's a couple of times at certain sites where you may need to crawl. It is what it is, especially if you're doing residential. If you're doing residential, oh yeah, you crawling, homie. But I don't do residential when it comes to IT. I do certain things. I do home security and I do AV when it comes to residential. But besides that, I stick with that commercial side, homie. Okay. And then OSHA also has their lift certifications. That is definitely one that you want to have. I have my OSHA lift certification, and it teaches you all of them. They teach you the different lifts, the boom lifts, the all different kind of nothing too crazy like the Bobcat, and like crane operators and stuff like that. Nothing like that. But it's the basic ones, just the regular scissor lift or the boom lift. You know what I mean? So I have that certification and it helps. Okay. Another thing, like I said, it's just that awareness. All right. I already leaked other ones as well. To get your Bobcat, not a lot of people know how to drive a Bobcat. Okay. If you know how to do that, money. If you know how to do your crane operators, if you get your crane operators, I'm actually thinking about getting it just to have it under my tool belt. You know what I mean? But crane operator certification is good to have as well. Okay. Now, number one thing that you should know, right? When it comes to numbers and certifications, it should be just overall in life in itself. Okay. I'm gonna give you two. The first one is always choose growth over company. I'm gonna say it again. Always choose growth over company. And that applies to work life, that applies to personal life, career life, spiritual life, carnality life, religious, whatever life. Okay. Always choose growth over company. Okay. And then the second thing, right? Number two, like I said, this is applicable to anything. Diversify your portfolio. Let me say it again. Diversify your portfolio. It's going to be very beneficial that you switch up your different assets that you have in your portfolio. Okay. Add them in. What do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is you should get your CPR and first aid. You should. Okay. Now, I've had mine years ago. I need to actually do it again. Okay. Because it's, like I said, it applies to anything. It's not just about the whole thing about work. It's also about life in general. Okay. If you have somebody around you that just so happens to choke on something, or they need CPR. Okay. It's a tough situation to be in, but I'd rather for you to know what you got to do than stand there and be helpless. Okay. We're all about putting yourself in a better position to win. So CPR and first aid certification is a must. You should get it. I'm actually working to get mine as well. Okay. I just have to put the time to go ahead and do it. And it's literally right down the street from me. All I got to do is pay the homie, go to the class, and I got it. Okay. Also, another thing, radio frequency awareness. If you have your radio frequency awareness, RF awareness for short, that would be beneficial for you as well. Now, the key word, awareness. That's really what it's for, just for you to stay alert and understand what's going on around you. That's it. And that certification isn't expensive either. That is a certification that you can pick up. It's a low budget and you're good. Okay. And then for me personally, this is just a personal, I will be getting my TTT, yeah, I said it right, TTT1. Now that is for tower climbing, okay? Now, just because I'm getting my TTT1 doesn't mean I'm going to become a tower climber. It's just the whole aspect, like I said, of diversifying your portfolio, okay? So by the end of it, those are the 3 things I wanted to drop for you guys today. Definitely make sure you like this video, share it, give it to other people who need to hear this, because this is some real information that over time that I have accumulated. And you know what? I wanted to release it to you guys right here. You know what I mean? And so by the end of it, always put yourself in a position to win and never lose faith in yourself, beyond journey and existence.